Yes, I have people that come from all over the place. They come from Nassau County, they come from Brooklyn, they come from Riverhead.
It may look like every other Island Empanada, but this one in Medford is hiding a secret.
We keep it on the down low, as they say, on the down low.
For years, they've been making one of the hottest, hardest to find holiday treats in the entire area in very, very limited quantities.
We have to keep it low key because the demand, far exceeds the amount that we could ever make.
You either had to be in the know or have a friend on the inside or something like that. They're Puerto Rican pasteles.
It's just something that you look forward to every single year to have.
Some people adore them, some people have never heard of them, and almost everybody has had no idea where or how to get them until now.
I have customers that buy from me sometimes like 4 or 5 dozen at a time, and then come back and buy another 4 to 5 dozen.
That's Roy Pelez, who founded Island Empanada in 2011. And that's Marisol Vega, by day one of his franchisees. But one November several years back, during her off hours, Vega began quietly making and selling pasteles, a dish that for Puerto Ricans is virtually synonymous with Thanksgiving and Christmas.
It's not Thanksgiving and it's not Christmas unless you have the pasteles on the table.
And before she knew it, Vega was making dozens and then hundreds of dozens a year as word of her pasteles quickly spread throughout the Puerto Rican community and then to everyone else. Why the frenzy? Well, pasteles are delicious, for one, but they're also very labor-intensive.
The process of making these takes a very long time.
Vega's pasteles, little pockets of masa dough stuffed with meat, may look like tamales, but their taste and preparation are unique.
You have to prepare your meat, then cool it, obviously. You have to make the masa. The bulk of the masa is green cooking bananas, and it has jautilla, it has pumpkin, and it has actual green plantain. And the masa, back in the old days, you used to have to grate by hand.
And we used, the old-fashioned cheese grater, which is quite sharp, and the root vegetables you would hold in your hand and just grate, and these older Puerto Rican women would just yell at you and say, keep grating.
Like here you have just me and Yazida, but back home, the whole family would get involved in making the pasteles. The kids would tie them, the grown-ups would grate them, the grandmas would make the meat.
Each pastele is assembled and wrapped in a banana leaf with parchment paper and then carefully and securely tied with string.
And this is what we do. We stack them together like that with the folds on the inside. And I'm going to show you the tying process, which this also is time consuming. It holds both sides, and then you got to turn it again. Yep. And this is what it comes out looking like. Yes, this is actually what goes in here and boil in salt water.
After they've been boiled for an hour or so, the pasteles are finally done. The wait is long, but well worth it.
Oh boy, I can see why these are popular. There's nothing to compare it to. That's what's so good about it. I wonder if people may come here to get them, though. I mean, this is a big job.
Yes. They just so appreciate it that I take the time to do this because they know that it's not an easy thing to do. You hear a lot of the stories, oh my God, I haven't had it since my grandmother passed. I haven't had it since my mother passed. And we're so appreciative that you make them here because it just brings back all those memories.
It brings back memories for Vega as well.
You have to have the pasteles on the table because that's just what makes it like family and tradition and memories of people that have passed on. Yeah, so I make sure that I teach my kids so that when I'm no longer here, I get a little bit emotional because my grandmother was the one that taught me how to make these, and I always think of her.
What Vega is making are more than little meat pockets. They're gifts. With each pastele, she shares a cherished tradition to families all over the island, giving them a chance to make happy holiday memories of their own, as long as they can find them.
But it's almost like there's this code of silence, though, because I was looking online. People don't want to tell people how to get these for fear that they might not be able to get them themselves, right?
Yeah. Yep. Secret is out.